I came back from Ukraine on a Sunday evening. In the days that followed, I started writing the script for the film. It quickly became clear that I couldn't start with the peaceful extended chapter in the mountains. That would give someone viewing the movie on YouTube the wrong first impression. The beginning had two goals. Firstly, to arouse curiosity about the story. Secondly, an introduction to the topic was needed, so that viewers would know that this was about exploring and experiencing the topic of home, and not about factual explanations. When it came to describing this personal quest and my experiences visually, fog seemed appropriate. I had a lot of impressions on the subject, but still little clarity, and it felt like being in the fog, walking through the forest and having very limited visibility. And since my time in Ukraine would be a big part of this movie, it was somehow fitting that I would also appear in the scene in the clothes I had been wearing there. On a Friday morning, I looked out of the window and knew it was the right time to film these scenes. My film equipment was already packed, as the weather forecast had predicted fog. I wanted to go to some fields and woods nearby. Just before I arrived, I saw from the road that there was a wall of fog behind the fields, which completely blocked the view. At that moment, I had the idea that I could walk in front of this wall of fog towards the camera. The idea excited me, but that meant I had to move fast, because the situation with the fog could change quickly. I parked, set up the camera, pressed record, and walked away. The challenge was to walk as straight as possible towards the camera, but without looking where it was. After all, I didn't want to look at the camera. The first attempt was not ideal. The second and third were good. Then I went into the forest to film the scenes I had actually planned. About 2 hours later, I was back home. I immediately wanted to start creating music for this scene. While experimenting with sounds and musical ideas, I kept playing the videos I had recorded earlier. I wanted to make sure the music really fit the visuals. 90 minutes later, the music for the scene was probably 80% finished. I especially wanted to have a draft for the end of this scene. I wasn't sure if this idea would work. Here's an early draft. The final version was a lot of work. I had to put the background image together and rework the color. And then I had to cut myself out so I could place the background behind me. The software couldn't cut me out cleanly, so I had to rework it manually, frame by frame. That was several hours of tedious work, but in the end, it was worth the effort. I was searching, but not for intellectual concepts or philosophical answers. I wanted to see, ask, experience, try things out. But I never thought that this search would lead me into a war zone. There are other scenes I want to show you. For example, the one in the foundry or the one with this stunning shot. They are part of my film with the title Home, between the Swiss Alps and the Ukrainian war zone. You can watch the movie for free on YouTube. Here's the 1-minute trailer, and if you decide to watch the movie, you're just one click away. To get an insight into the production process and my time in Ukraine, simply scan this QR code or click the link in the description. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you soon.